once broke my heart. Kathleen, around about the turn of the century, Kathleen was working for the Lambda Literary Foundation, raising money to support the Lambda Literary Awards. It was an amazing experience to work with Kathleen. She would come into the office, all she would have would be a yellow legal pad. She'd sit down at the phone, she would call up people, and by the end of the afternoon, when she left, there'd be another sponsor, there'd be another donor, there'd be an ad, there'd be somebody to follow up. She was just amazing. So, sort of as that gig was coming to the end, I asked Kathleen, would you be the executive director of the Lambda Literary Awards? And she said she'd give it serious consideration. And I'm sure she did. She's married or partners with Barbara, who is a writer and published novelist. And she's been involved with the Lambda Literary Lambda Book Report since almost its inception. She created a gay crossword puzzle that was syndicated nationally. And I think she contributed reviews too as well. So she thought about it, but then she said, Jim, I have to say no. I'm going to be the executive director of the Montner Project. Lambda's loss was Montner's gain. My sense was that at the time, Montner was an important community organization, but it just wasn't going anywhere. And whether that was right or not, once Kathleen became executive director, the Montner Foundation, Kathleen put the pedal to the metal and off they went. And the Montner Foundation became a really big, important part of lesbian health in this community, but also nationally. So she made an enormous difference right then and there. I'm not really the kind of I don't really have the expertise to tell you what she had done in Montner, but I do know some of the things that she did that I think are worth pointing out. While she was at Montner, and maybe since then, she would take time out of her busy schedule and work with other organizations to do strategic planning and other kinds of development things, which I think was a great gift for our community, because in our community, people get involved because they see a need, they want to do the work, and then after a year, 2 years, they reach the point where they say, if we're going to grow, or if we're just not going to burn out, we have to figure out, we have to step back and quit fighting fires all the time, and figure out what our resources are, where we want to go, and how to line those two things up. And Kathleen helped a lot of organizations do that. The other thing that Kathleen did was she recognized that this community organizing and the work she did was not a zero-sum game. When I think the default thought about the Montner Foundation was, okay, they're lesbian health, lesbians do that. Well, that wasn't the way Kathleen Shaw thought. And she made it really cool to be one of the men of Montner and get involved in raising money and contributing to the whole side of lesbian health. So she brought the community together. And I think, as looking over the bios of a lot of the other people, that she's representative of people that have, of the people we're recognizing today, and that their vision of the community is broad and it involves bringing everyone together. So for all of those reasons, and because she's very funny and witty, I'm very delighted to ask Kathleen to the
Barbara wasn't happy when we got married and I do written on it. I'm so delighted to receive the Oscar Wilde. On behalf of everyone who has worked so hard to make my rainbow history so fulfilling. And the video, Despicable Me, LGBT 3D, will be in stores soon, my life story. I want to thank my beautiful and incredibly tolerant lover, Barbara Johnson, 41 years together. My baby daddy, Jim Marks. My stylists and wardrobes and hair cuttery and and every single one of you. You've given your time, your money, your talent. My lawyer's here, my shrink's here. You've all given me so much. I have gotten so much more from the community than I've ever given. Wisdom, encouragement, discouragement at the proper times. And I just wanted to leave you with words of Plato via Rita Mae Brown. An army of lovers shall not fail. Love each other, love yourselves. Thank you so much.